Hey, Monkey family. Hope everyone had a great Friday. Checking out the project and the news. Charts looking great. Last couple days have been incredible. You can see on the zoomed out chart, we're breaking out here if you look at the trend line, and we're holding strong. So in the past, we've seen it look like it wants to break out and have decent amount of retracement. We had a little bit here, but when you look at the zoomed in chart, it's holding strong in this range. There's some bullish stuff going on with whales holding, which we'll look at, and just in general, sort of this return to cult communities. And I think the general push is towards these communities. People are saying the trenches have dried up. The new pairs come and go so quickly now compared to the way it was before. And I think there's kind of this desire to go back to old school animal memes, and that's where monkey comes in. So momentum is building, and I personally think it's time to stop trading, find something good like monkey, hold it, and believe in something. Now remember, monkey here is not even 3 months old, so it's still a relatively new coin in the grand scheme of things when you look at history. But for the way things are, especially on Solana, it's kind of an OG coin, and not even 3 months though. So it's been around a while, but not super old. But already the image of the iconic monkey in a blue hoodie is all over X. I'm sure everybody's seen it. It's in their timeline. We're doing a great job of working our bags. And as we saw over the last couple of days, the community's holding and not selling. The top holders are just sitting back holding because they believe. And the paper hands are out. And so I'm just incredibly bullish that the foundation that's here is just ready to explode at any moment. So this is nothing compared to what's coming, in my opinion. Remember, we're very early still. The potential MEXC listing could be coming at some point. We're watching each Monday for that, and typically there's a bit of a pump there. But even that, you know, if you get your hopes up and you think, oh, it's gonna 3 or 4 or 5x or 10x after the listing, it could. Then there could be some retracement. But that's where you get ready and have that discipline to hold for the long term. I think we definitely have a chance to go to a billion. This has everything that those billion-dollar projects have. We've got with this project, in my opinion. So, the other thing is Alon and the PumpFun team. They're shilling the ecosystem and the projects they're in. So, I mean, I think we've got a great opportunity here at this level, but you have to buy and hold through dips. So, if you've held this long after going up to 8 million, even 18 million with the Alon candle, um, if you've held this long, in my opinion, good time to still add some more. It's still incredible entry point. If you don't have anything, if you're potentially thinking of coming in, it's a great entry point on a great project. Community sold out here. All right, let's look at the zoomed in chart. You can see that trend even more. So down here, we're in the 1.2s. You can see we're just headed up here. And I think we break all-time high at some point, definitely getting back to that, 3.5 million floor, hopefully relatively soon. So now's a great time to buy. I think it's headed up, that's for sure. All right, let's look at some posts here on X. 0x Bossman says, if you aren't rich yet, this is the bit of the cycle where you get rich, lock in. So I agree the next few months should be incredible for crypto, and I think Monkey's poised to run, and I think folks are seeing it. The whales are seeing it. People are rotating into Monkey. They see the community. They see the low market cap. To me, it's a no-brainer to buy and hold. Incredible opportunity, and this is where the money's made. It's not through trading. It's holding gems like Monkey. And AlphaShot here says the probability of an October 2024 type run for OG coins is very high. In my opinion, months of accumulation, diehard communities and holders, good memes, literally the recipe for explosive growth. And then he mentions a couple coins that he's holding that are his favorites. And these are all great coins. Monkey's not listed here, but I want to focus on this. Months of accumulation, diehard communities and holders, good memes. Monkey's got all that. So I think even though we're only 3 months old, I think we're accelerated just because of the easy memeability and the great community and the multiple pullbacks. We've already had the pullback, so I think we're 3 month old coin that acts like an even older coin, like 6 months or 8 months. And so I think because of that, we're absolutely ready to just send once everything falls into place. The Alchemist here says, bad market conditions, but we're printing hard. Imagine when the trenches recover. And then he's got some of his favorites here, monkeys there. And this is the type of energy that Monkey has. We've got the cult community, accumulation zone, explosive growth is upcoming for Monkey. And OG Ant D says the market has been looking for the next 9-figure animal coin for months. What if it came as a group of 3? And Yenny replies here, Monkey is a 10-fig animal runner. I agree with Yenny here. And he gets it. Monkey has all the characteristics of a massive runner, the incredible community, as I mentioned, and also the monkey itself is lovable. And so we're just going so much higher here. And I like Free's post here. This is the first post. Really good one here. Reminder that PopCat took 222 days, about 7 months to first reach 1 billion, and Giga 366 days, about 12 months. I was part of both of these journeys and several others. You often need some patience in this market for huge P&L trades. Then he goes on to say, many have somehow been convinced that they can make life-changing money by holding things for 30 seconds. Okay, sure, try that. I know what provably works on my side. Conviction, bag working, and patience. Hit the nail on the head here. Completely agree. And this is the type of mindset you have to have for Monkey. This isn't a 30-second coin. This is holding. And I honestly don't think it's even going to take this long, but it could. 222 days, 366 days. And if you look at the charts here, I pulled up both of them. So PopCat here, this is all time back in 2023, the end of 2023. And then really it looks like, 4 months it started even showing up here on this zoomed out chart. Then you can see here, sure enough, in October here, you see it around a billion. So absolutely right. It took a long time. And can you imagine holding all this time, then here seeing this explosive growth and getting super excited and dumping it here and then seeing how high it went? So I'm not saying you should round trip, but important to see here that these things take time. Same with GigaChad, almost the same thing, but look at this. January 2024, August. That's when it started its massive ascent here. So point is just be patient. And you don't know how long it's going to take. You don't know what the top's going to be or anything like that, but be patient. In my opinion, don't settle for 3x. Don't settle for 4x. I'm in it for the long run. Crypto King says, bet this will be a life-changing run for bag holders. Yes, it's coming and happening. Get ready to become the first millionaire in your family. Claim it. And so I agree. We got Monkey. Let's hold on to it. We're going to make it. We're going to be millionaires here. Okay, I thought this was a funny post. MaxBid says, congratulations, it's a cult. You can see here on the ultrasound, there's a bunch of memes, some colts and monkeys there. So shout out to MaxBid for including Monkey. I love it. And then finally, we have this post from Shoshin. It says, looks like something good is going to happen to Monkey soon. And then show some data from Solanautics. And if you pull up the screenshot, smart wallet overlap, 14 wallets hold both Monkey and Sigma. And 637K across both tokens, and then it gives the breakdown of the size of the wallets. So this is extremely bullish. The Sigma folks know what they're doing. They look for opportunities in other coins like Monkey that they think has the same potential as Sigma. And so extremely bullish to see that overlap there. So don't forget to follow the main Monkey Soul _ account and like, repost, and comment under those posts. Hope everyone has a great weekend. See you tomorrow.